Good morning and welcome back to First Verse with Steve and Marissa.
Mm.
Okay, that's become a thing now.
Your thing.
Yeah, I am. We're going to start in Numbers chapter 27, talking about the laws of inheritance. It's interesting when God reveals something to us, you got to also remember when God reveals something to us, it's always been eternal for Him. So it's not like God's like, all right, you know what? You changed my mind, you pulled my leg, you've negotiated right. This is what I'm gonna do for you. But hey, I wasn't planning on doing this. No, it's this has always been apparent to him. It may be new to us, but it's not new to him. All right. Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, the son of Hefer, the son of Gilead, the son of Machir, the son of Manasseh, from the families of Manasseh, the son of Joseph. And these were the names of his daughters: Mala, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah. And they stood before Moses, before Eleazar the priest, and before the leaders and all the congregation by the doorway of the tabernacle of meeting, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, but he was not in the company of those who gathered together against the Lord, in the company with Korah, but he died in his own sin, and he had no sons. What should we what should the name of our father be, or excuse me, why should the name of our father be removed from among his family because he had no son? Give us possession of our father's brothers. Sorry, give us a possession among our father's brothers.
Like mine says, give us property among our father's relatives.
That sounds way better. So Moses brought their case before the Lord, and the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, The daughters of Zelophehad speak what is right. You shall surely give them a possession of inheritance among their father's brothers, and cause the inheritance of their father to pass to them. And you shall speak to the children of Israel, saying, If a man dies and has no sons, then you shall cause his inheritance to pass to his daughter. If he has no daughter, then you shall give his inheritance to his brothers. If he has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to his father's brothers. And if his father has no brothers, I like
I'm
how
not
God
laughing. I'm not laughing at it. I'm just like the fact that he has to add in all these clauses.
he has to spell it out. Be like, all right, because someone's going to be like, well, technically I didn't, my dad didn't know, he was an only child. So if his father has no brothers, then you shall give his inheritance to the relative closest to him in his family, and he shall possess it. And it shall be that the children of Israel and it shall be to the children of Israel a statute of judgment, just as the Lord commanded Moses.
Mine says this is to be a legal requirement for the Israelites, as the Lord commanded Moses.
Yeah, I like that version a little better. it's just a little. You know what? I'm gonna switch up my translations. I'm gonna switch to the MEV. Oh.
Joshua to succeed Moses.
Do
Ooh.
you want to read that or me?
Well, I love the Joshua story. Like, I'm going to read this part.
All right. Bad.
Then the Lord said to Moses, Go up this mountain in the Abiram range and see the land I have given the Israelites. After you have seen it, you too will be gathered to your people as your brother Aaron was. For when the community rebelled at the waters in the desert of Sin, both of you disobeyed my command to honor me as holy before their eyes. These were the waters of Meribah Kadesh in the desert of Sin. What? But I didn't.
What?
Joshua hasn't rebelled, has he? Or did he and we dismissed it?
Joshua rebelled? Hang on a second.
Yeah, maybe I'm just reading it wrong.
No. And
Because it says, "For when the community
One
rebelled
second.
at the waters in the desert of sin," this is in verse 14, "both of you disobeyed my command to honor me as holy before their eyes."
Well, he's talking about Moses and Aaron. Verse
Oh,
13.
okay. Like
Yeah.
talking about you, like Moses and Aaron. Okay, I thought he was talking about Joshua.
No. Nope, nope, nope.
Moses said to the Lord, "May the Lord, the God of the spirits of all mankind, appoint a man over this community to go out and come in before them, one who will lead them out and bring them in, so the Lord's people will not be like sheep without a shepherd." So the Lord said to Moses, "Take Joshua, son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him. Have him stand before Eleazar the priest and the entire assembly, and commission him in their presence. Give him some of your authority, so the whole Israelite community will obey him. He is to stand before Eleazar the priest, who will obtain decisions for him by inquiring of the Urim before the Lord. At his command, he and the entire community of the Israelites will go out, and at his command they will come in." Moses did as the Lord commanded him. He took Joshua and had him stand before Eleazar the priest and the whole assembly. Then he laid hands on him and commissioned him as the Lord instructed through Moses.
Awesome. So one of the
That's, I like, so, sorry,
go on.
how often in the Bible does it say that hands were laid on people? Like,
Very few. Very well.
I don't know.
Usually, when something is passed down, when something is inherited, or a mantle is passed down, like when I think Elijah put hands on Elisha.
I'm kind of curious about that now. Should add it to the list of research.
You can research it. This is on your mind. You can do it. So this is, you think I'm just kidding around. No, if guys, if something's on your mind, the Lord has put it on your mind for you to go out and seek it. The Lord gave me something in the middle of a church service the other day, and I was just on full download mode, just writing stuff out, like during praise and worship time. And that's from me. That's from me to go seek out. That is me. I'm a dog on a hunt there. So, honey, I commission you to go
Hunting.
hunting for whatever that says. That is hard to read.
I am having a hard time with scribbles because I still have a
You
convulsive
still have
finger.
an ouchie. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. The laying on of hands. Okay. So one of the things I really one of the cool things I think is in the desert, in their wilderness period, there was strife among the people of Israel. Shocking, I know. And they all gathered together and said, we don't think Aaron is actually called. So Moses inquired of the Lord what to do. Every leader of their tribe put a staff in the ground and marked it
Moses.
as some way,
Yeah.
but the staff that would bud, as if it were planted into the ground and had established roots, would bud, and Aaron's rod did that.
Mhm.
So I wonder if he kept that rod and used it, because I've got sticks that I keep around, and I'm like, man, this is cool. But if a flower started to grow on that, I'm like, I don't know if I can use this as effectively anymore.
I don't know.
But okay, so it's a public display. So the people could all publicly see and be on the same page and say, okay, Joshua in this case is the successor to Moses. It's not like we drew lots. It's not like we inquired of other means. It's Joshua is the successor to Moses. So whenever Moses passes away, this is what this chapter is saying,
Although, but
Moses, prepare yourself for
did
death.
Joshua get his staff?
I don't think he got a staff. I think
Oh,
he had
okay.
I
You're just
mean,
talking about that in like the same way of like the
yeah,
symbolism of him being in front of the whole community.
there is such an importance for that this does not happen in private, so that the people can see what's going on. So when there is a problem, they can go to the proper authority instead of saying, well, Moses supposedly gave his authority to Joshua. So it's important that this be made public.
Yeah.
And it's not a show of power or anything like that. It's just, hey, this is the way it is.
My other notes say died for his own sin means that their father died a natural death, but his death fell under the judgment of the entire nation that
Zelophehad's death.
believed in the faithless spies. And then regarding the daughters, up to this point, Hebrew law gave sons alone the right to inherit property. The daughters of Zelophehad had no brothers and came to Moses asking for their father's possessions. And then God told Moses that if a man died without sons, his inheritance would go to his daughters. But the daughters could keep it only if they married within their own tribe, probably so that the territorial lines would remain intact. Oh.
Yeah.
So they couldn't intermarry. Huh. Let's see.
One of my notes says that it took remarkable faith for the daughters of Zelophehad to stand up and say, hey, because, I mean, the law says this. And I'm sure plenty of people had reminded them, well, the law says this, so why even bring it up to anybody's attention anyway?
Yeah.
Well, because we see a plot hole right here and we need to discuss it.
Interesting. So Moses didn't want to leave his work without making a new leader ready to replace him. First, he asked God to help him find a replacement. Then, when Joshua was selected, he gave him a variety of tasks to ease the transition into his new position. He clearly told the people that Joshua had the authority and ability to lead the nation. His display of confidence in Joshua is good for both Joshua and the people.
We might read part of Joshua next just because
It's such a good book.
it's such a good book.
I wouldn't mind reading it again.
You know what? We might, I think
I don't know. We'll see.
Deuteronomy's next.
I really want to read Judges, though.
Yeah.
Okay, but I gotta go.
All right. Actually, I think that's it for me. Not really anything else in here. Of the old generation that came out of Egypt, Joshua was the only man left besides Moses and Caleb that was still alive. Moses was soon to die, leaving only Joshua and Caleb to enter Canaan with the new generation. Never in any reference is there the last hint of jealousy on Caleb's part because Joshua was chosen to take the place of Moses. God always knows who is best for every job, and when he makes a decision, as here, it should never be questioned. Amen. Let this be the meditation on your heart that when God chooses something, it's for the best of everybody. We love you. Nothing you can do about it.